Hello and welcome to the Daily Fantasy 5 for this Tuesday, July 30th. This is episode 160. I'm your host, Scott Grierson, and we are bringing you the 5 things you need to know every day in the world of fantasy sports. I'm coming to you a little bit early today, and as you can see, I'm still in teaching mode right now. I had a cancellation, so I figured I'd bring you the show a little bit early, but I still have one more class, so we've still got all of our gear out here. Yeah, all right. Anyway, let's get to the business at hand. We are talking fantasy sports, and there was some big news in Dallas as the Cowboys signed Alfred Morris. Then we're going to talk about the Dolphins for a minute. Also, the Phillies make a deal in Major League Baseball. The Blue Jays has bad luck, as do the Nationals. We'll get to all that after a word from our sponsor, www.mathradio.com, where you can go get an online math course for as little as $9.99 to help your kids score better on their math exams, improve their grades, and even get into college with one of the SAT math courses. All of the courses from grades 3 through high school are available for $9.99 right now. So go to mathradio.com to get access to this course or any one of our courses for $9.99 for a lifetime membership. That is www.mathradio.com. All right, so let's get to the news at hand. The biggest story I think of the day is that the Dallas Cowboys have signed Alfred Morris in light of the Ezekiel Elliott news that he is going to go to Cabo instead of training camp. Interesting. He's apparently going there to train. Why not? But this cannot be good for Dallas fans or for fantasy fans. I've got Zeke in a couple different leagues right now. I'm not super happy that he's not in camp. Makes me a little bit nervous. I'm less nervous about him still than I am Melvin Gordon, but I mean, this is not going away anytime soon. It doesn't look like. So I don't like it. Alfred Morris, I don't know. He was all right back in 2017. He ran for the Cowboys. He played for them in 2017. Ran for 790 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't think the Cowboys' offensive line is as good now as it was in 2017. So if Zeke is not playing in Week 1 and Alfred Morris is the starter, I'm not sure how highly I would rank him. Just thinking off the top of my head, he'd probably be in the top 25, but he definitely wouldn't be like an RB1 type player. I don't think I would play him in DFS unless he had really low price tag. So I don't think there's much value with Alfred Morris. It just makes me more and more nervous about Ezekiel Elliott. And I know the rankings come out. I've already sent them over to Chris. He's already made fun of me a bit. So he'll be joining the show. You'll either get to see him rip me for my rankings either Wednesday or Thursday this week. And I have just Ezekiel as my number 4 overall player. I might move him down with this news by the time that show comes out. So we'll talk about that later on. I'm just reading this news now. So, let's ponder it and let's see if we're going to move Zeke down the board at all. And we'll talk about that more later in the week. But yeah, again, I don't think this is like, oh, go out and grab Alfred Morris, but I do think I'd be a little bit worried about Zeke. Okay. Another terrible situation in the NFL. So the Miami Dolphins are horrendous, right? We can all agree to this. They made a nice deal during the draft to bring in Rosen. I think everyone likes that they brought in a quarterback that could be their franchise quarterback for a late second round pick. Excuse me. So apparently their offensive line has not been performing well, because they stink, and they fired their O-line coach this morning. Yikes. So his name is Pat Flaherty. I'm not going to pretend like I know this guy, but they just hired him like 4 months ago, and the new regime hired him. It sounded like the old regime hired him, and now they're clearing house. The new staff hired him, and now they've let him go because in the offseason, the offensive line isn't performing as well as expected. This is just going to be a disastrous offense. The only hope we had coming into it was that their defense was going to be so bad that they would be trailing all the time. So whoever was at quarterback would have to get garbage points. And maybe we liked, I don't know. I liked Fitzpatrick if he was going to be the quarterback. It seems like he's going to start day 1, which doesn't make sense either. He was taking first team reps at training camp, but man, I don't trust anything out of Miami anymore. I've been taking Devontae Parker late. Not even in standard leagues, but in best ball, you can get him in like the 16th, 17th, 18th round. And at that point, I'm fine with a flyer because I'm kind of soured on Moore. It seems like DK Metcalf is going to be the number 2 wide receiver in Seattle. But that's one we're going to have to, keep our eye on. And we're going to be talking about that next week, actually. Starting on Monday, we're going to start our NFL preview extravaganza. We're going to go through every team, answer the big 3 questions about each team, and then we will be kind of just breaking down fantasy sleepers, and Vegas over-unders for each team. We'll do about 10 minutes on every team, one team per day, until we get to the NFL season. And we're going to start off the week next week with the NFC West. So we're talking 49ers, Seahawks, all those good teams out there. So we're going to be going through that starting on Monday. Anyway, avoid all Dolphins at all costs. Let's move over to baseball real quick, and then I got to go teach a class. The Phillies have traded for the Mets Vargas. The 36-year-old veteran has a 4.01 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, 81 strikeouts, and 94 innings pitched. I guess if he's on your team, you're fine that he's pitching for the Phillies. I don't know. The Mets just traded for a starting pitcher. Now they're trading away one. I don't know. The Mets don't make any sense to me. But anyway, I wouldn't be putting too much stock into Vargas. The Blue Jays, everyone kind of assumes that they're going to trade their reliever, Giles. He's been great out of the bullpen. He's converted 14 of 15 save opportunities, 1.54 ERA with 58 strikeouts in 35 innings. So a great strikeout to inning ratio. So he's got elbow problems again. He's going to miss the next couple of games. I know the Blue Jays want to trade him. Everybody's convinced he's going to be traded. Obviously, he has value with the Blue Jays. He would have more value with a better team. We'll see if he gets dealt here this week. And then our final story of the day is that we talked about Max Scherzer yesterday. Was it yesterday? Let's look at my notes. Yes, that he was going to miss the start with back pain. Again, he's been crushing it this year already with 189 strikeouts and 134 innings. Wow. He's going on the 10-day injured list. So we brought it up yesterday. It happened today. Just so be aware, you can put him on your injured list and sub in someone else. I told you to trade him yesterday because I was a little bit worried about that back, and then this happened. If you traded him yesterday, you probably feel pretty happy about yourself right now. If you traded for him, you're probably not pleased. Again, if someone's willing to give you 100%, of his value, I would go ahead and move him. The back injury makes me nervous. So if you can get value for him, go ahead and move him. If not, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. So hopefully he comes back healthy. All right, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, leave us a comment or hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Tell a friend, all that good stuff. If you're listening to the podcast, we'd love a 5-star rating and a review over on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And visit our sponsor, www.mathradio.com. We'll see you tomorrow.